Hi everyone, this is the Michael Myers fanatic back with another video. I know I told you that in one of my pitches Laurie fakes her death, but I really didn't expand on it the way I wanted. So I thought I would do a video about it explaining to you what's going on. So basically, and try to stay with me, I'll talk slow so you guys can follow. And I don't mean that as a condescending remark. I mean I'll literally talk slow so you can follow because it's kind of confusing. Basically, it goes like this. This takes place after resurrection because if you remember, resurrection is split into two different years. Like the first 15 minutes takes place in 2001, and then the rest of it takes place in 2002. So this part of the movie takes place in 2001, which is a year before the webcam massacre. So I just want to establish that really quickly here. So basically what happens is the movie comes on and it says on the screen October 31st, 2001, California. Because remember, Laurie's in California. Because this is after the whole H2O thing and the thing that happened with Resurrection. And by the way, this pitch is for Halloween 9. This is a way to tie everything together. But anyway, let me get back to the pitch. When she falls on the ground after being stabbed, someone heard all that commotion. So they called 911. And you hear sirens coming like, woo, woo. You know, I can't imitate sirens, but you get the point. They drive up to the sanitarium. They see her laying on the ground. Like I told you before, they pick her up and they put her on the gurney, and the paramedics notice that her legs are broken. She's unconscious, by the way, so she does not know what's going on. And they say to themselves, they say among themselves, we have to be careful with this girl. Her legs are broken. And they say, well, what do you think happened to her? Because they see that she also has a gaping wound on her back. And blood is just coming out of the wound from being stabbed by Michael in Resurrection. So one of them jokingly say, you don't think it was Michael Myers, do you? And then the other guy's like, yeah, right. So they drive her to a hospital, like I told you about. And then that's when they decide that they're going to put her in this rehabilitation program for victims of abuse and domestic violence, like I told you in the first part of my pitch. So they put her there, and they set her bones, because I told you she broke her legs. They set her legs back in while she's unconscious, so she doesn't feel it. However, when she wakes up, she feels the intense pain in her legs. And she yells, ah, ah, you know. They're saying, calm down, calm down. Do you know who you are? She says no. So this is Halloween night 2001, continuing off of Resurrection. Do you know who you are? She doesn't know who she is, because she hit her head. This lasts for about 3 months. So by January of 2002, she now knows who she is. She tells him, my name's Laurie Strode. My brother tried to kill me. Upon hearing this, they transfer her to the program that I told you guys about. And they tell her, listen, your name's not Strode anymore. Your name's not, like I told you, your name's Julie Williams. And she, you know, she's angry at first. And they say, well, we can't let you be Laurie Strode anymore because, you know, he might try to kill you. I told you guys this before. I'm just expanding with it in case you didn't understand. And you know you're always going to have somebody rude that works at the hospital, somebody that's insensitive, or maybe they may seem a little cold. And let me explain that to you really quickly here. What's going on is the head administrator feels like the patients should get on with their lives. So he basically says, let's have a Halloween party. Now, this is all before Michael Myers, comes to get her and whatnot. This is the in-between years, that she's living there. Because, she's been living there since 2001. So that's 16 years. This is like maybe 2003 or something. And she's like, I don't want to have a Halloween party. And they're like, well, why not? And she would swear, because I blankety blank said so. There are people around, so I can't tell you what she said, but you get the point. I blankety blank said, she effing said so, and this and that. And so, like I said, you're always gonna have somebody that's rude that works on staff, and they're having a Halloween party, all the other people there, and it's like a grown-up Halloween party, doing grown-up things. And I imagine that they would probably give them, I'm not going to say they would give them strong alcohol, but I imagine it would be a little bit of leeway, because after all, these people are old, they're not kids, so it would probably be monitored. But anyway, let's just say for the sake of my movie, they do let them have just a little bit, just a tad, a little bit of alcohol. She's not really enjoying the party. She basically takes like a beer can or whatever you want it to be, and she throws it at one of the staff members as hard as she can. She's starting to get some mobility back in her arms. And they tell her, look, one more outburst like that, and we're going to have to put you in solitary confinement. She does it again. I told you he's not dead. He's alive. He's coming to kill me. So they take her and they put her like in this room that's sort of like a padded cell, but it's a bit bigger. And so she starts screaming, let me out of here, banging on the door. Boom, 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 boom. And that's when she's having all these flashbacks about Michael Myers and stuff like that. And then the rest of the movie is what I already told you guys about in the first part of the pitch. We then get to 2018, and Michael Myers comes and starts killing off all the staff at the hospital. So basically, Halloween 9 would be like Halloween 2 all over again. Some people would like that, some people wouldn't. Personally, I think they would just enjoy having Jamie Lee Curtis back, and that's my personal opinion. Like I told you before, she gets mobility in her legs. She can now move again, because I told you they fixed her legs, they set them back, and she can run. And Michael kills off the staff, like I told you. And that's basically the end. Does she get away? No. He kills her for good this time. But that's basically my idea. I just thought I would expand upon it. They throw a Halloween party, and that's what attracts Michael somehow. He can always sniff those celebrations miles away. So essentially, the movie would take place outside of Haddonfield again. So I want you guys to let me know what you think of this idea, because I wanted it to be the same way Halloween 2018 is, but I wanted it to tie in with the rest of the films. They would make references to the rest of the films, and that's how you know that it's Halloween 9. I want to thank you guys for listening, and tell me what you think of my idea in the comments section. As always, any rude comments will be deleted and the user will be blocked. Thank you very much for listening. How can I go without saying I'm the Michael Myers fanatic, and I approve this message?